Land Passes Real Country. It's the Ken and Casey Show on this Monday morning. And according to staff meteorologist Steve O. Hamilton, sunny, hot, and humid today. We'll be in the mid-90s, just a slight breeze from the east. Partly cloudy, 73 overnight, and a mix of sun and clouds tomorrow, back to the mid-90s. And that is going to set the trend for the remainder of the week and into the weekend. Looks like the first week of fall, upper 80s all next week. Yep.
I like the upper 80s better than the mid 90s.
Yeah, it's better than the 110.
Yeah, I guess.
It is, what is it now? 73, 74?
Yeah.
Something like, well, that's what we're going to go with.
I'm going with 72.
Steve didn't tell me. All right, 8:44 now, 16 before 9. Time for strange but true news.
Bring it on.
All right, a Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission helicopter pilot is being hailed a hero for saving potentially dozens of lives on Saturday when he put his aircraft in between a large speeding boat and racers swimming in the ocean around a lighthouse off the Keys of Florida.
That's awesome.
Captain Matt Bellinger is his name, a longtime Florida Keys backcountry fishing guide who was operating a support boat for the annual swim for the Alligator Lighthouse 8-mile race. Now, he had a paramedic on board his boat in case any of the hundreds of swimmers and kayakers needed medical assistance.
Yeah.
As he's done for years since the race began back in 2013.
As you should.
If the FWC pilot, whom the agency identified as Lieutenant Chris Simons Tuesday, hadn't reached the way he did or reacted the way he did, said a mass casualty disaster would have occurred.
Wow.
And they said from their angle, he was the only thing stopping the boat from going across all of those people. That's according to FWC arrest report of 55-year-old Thomas Michael Reinhardt. He was barreling his 36-foot quadruple 300-horsepower engine boat towards the swimmers near the lighthouse while a U.S. Coast Guard boat and FWC boat were chasing him.
Whoa.
Yeah, him and Bellinger and another witness, Ed Freeling, also a Keys backcountry fishing guide, said that the boats and the helicopter had sirens going, trying to get the guy to stop.
Yeah.
They said the chopper was at first flying low on the side of the boat, and then he didn't stop, so Simons flew across the bow, still not stopping. Then the pilot flew ahead of the vessel, turned around, and lowered the helicopter about 20 feet off the water. They were nose to nose, like some kind of James Bond movie.
Yeah.
The boat finally came off plane and drifted about 30 feet from the helicopter's rotors. And that pilot saved the day.
Hey.
Yeah.
Good job, him.
Well, Reinhardt failed several steps of a field sobriety test.
What?
He was drunk.
Oh.
The guy in the boat.
Well, that explains a lot.
They cuffed him and took him to the Monroe County Sheriff's Office station in Plantation Key, where he refused to submit a breath test to detect alcohol. He was booked into the jail on account of each of operating a vessel in a safely or security zone after being warned not to. That's a third-degree felony, by the way.
Wow, he's looking at some time.
Yeah, boating under the influence and possession of spiny lobster tails. That's where they drew the line.
Oh, yeah. I mean, sounds yummy.
Had those spiny lobster tails in his boat. I'd flee the cops too.
I would too. I want to eat.
Right. What's this Tom Cruise thing? Yeah.
Tom Cruise.
Yeah. About his Paris Olympics deal, his stunt.
Oh.
Yeah. All it says is he did it for free.
Oh, well,
yeah.
Go you.
Yeah.
People don't
While
really
Celine
like
Dion
him.
got $2 million for singing one song.
And then he risked his life for nothing.
Yeah, for nothing. New York City police. This is a weird story here.
What?
I read this and I started fuming. My nostrils flared.
Okay.
New York City cop has reached a $175,000 settlement with the city in a lawsuit that illuminated the use of the courtesy cards that officers dole out to friends and relatives to get out of traffic stops.
What?
And other infractions. Yeah, I didn't even know they had these things. According to an agreement filed in Manhattan federal court on Monday, the deal brings to an end to a lawsuit brought last year by Officer Matthew Bianchi that claimed that he had been punished by his superiors for failing to honor the cards. When he pulls somebody over,
yeah,
and
their family works for
the family is a family member who works for NYPD, they're supposed to just let them go.
Wow. I don't think so.
Yeah, the laminated cards, which typically bear an image of the NYPD badge and the name of one of the city's police unions, are not officially recognized by the police department, but have long been treated as a perk of the job.
Really? Like, so your family would just go speed around
Yeah.
and don't worry about the civilians and stuff. I have a card.
I have a card. The city's police unions issue them to members who circulate them among those who want to signal their NYPD connections, often to get out of minor infractions such as speeding or failing to wear a seatbelt. Now, Bianchi said that his views about the courtesy cards haven't changed. The 40-year-old Staten Island-based officer said that there should be more oversight over how many of the cards are distributed to officers and better protections for those who speak out against their misuse.
How about nobody gets them and you get it?
Yeah.
You don't speed.
He said it was a form of corruption, which I agree
It
with.
is.
He also claimed that he had been reprimanded on numerous occasions for writing tickets to the friends and families of officers, even after they produced a courtesy card. The final straw came when he issued a ticket to a driver who turned out to be a friend of the NYPD's highest-ranking uniformed officer, Chief Jeffrey Madry, in the summer a couple of years ago. Bianchi said that he was promptly ousted from his job in the department's traffic unit and relegated to night patrol duties.
Wow. He was punished for giving someone a ticket.
Yeah. Bianchi said Tuesday that he's since moved to dayside shift, but that his efforts to advance his career have been limited by the lawsuit now. But the 9-year veteran of the force says that he doesn't regret bringing the lawsuit.
Well, I mean, I back him. I don't think they should be out there.
Well, he'll be no more than a traffic cop from this point on since he filed a lawsuit.
Wow, that's as ridiculous.
Yeah, I wonder how much other stuff goes on like that.
So there really is get out of jail free cards out there.
Yeah, or get out of ticket cards anyway.
Yeah.
Wow.
Nope, that is corruption.
Yeah. All right. Land Passes Real Country is on iHeartRadio, or you can just download the app on your phone. You can take us everywhere you go.
If you
We'll follow you. 851 9 before 9 at Land Passes Real Country. Today's hits, yesterday's favorites. Good morning.
Ken and Casey in the morning. Just slightly more entertaining than your average PowerPoint presentation. Land Passes Real Country on iHeartRadio.
Craving some good old American comfort food? Well, step inside Log Cabin Cafe, and you'll feel like you've